article and you see what he said was his reasoning, he wanted to provide more opportunities for WNBA players and provide opportunities to not go overseas. So you offered the contract to a player who's not yet even in the WNBA. Big Three does not happen during overseas season. So that doesn't make sense.
That's true.
And then you pretty much offended all of the European countries that open their doors to us, give us a lot of money, a lot of love, and a lot of experience by calling them dismal and dubious. And there are some very beautiful countries that we have the opportunity to go play in. So, I mean, if you're going to say that it's for that, then stand on that. But I don't think it's, I think he's trying to make a business decision, which he's a businessman, that makes sense. But to mask it in this, I want to uplift and support WNBA players and women athletes is kind of a cop-out, I think. And I don't think it really makes any sense.
Yeah, so that's Lexi Brown, WNBA star, on the Gilbert Arenas podcast. And at first, when she made her tweet and she was reacting to the Big Three offer that they gave to Caitlin Clark for $5 million, it kind of came out just on the surface. It was like, okay, who's this chick? Why is she hating? Then it's like, okay, is the black girl hating on the white girl? It was a lot of that going around online. Everybody was like, yo, what's wrong with her? So her stance, that was her perspective, how she looks at it. She's like, well, why haven't you offered other players? Y'all been around for 7 years. It's crazy. The Big Three's been around for 7 years, and they get probably, if not around the same type of ratings that the WNBA gets. And then you wonder why they're offering a college star, a girl in a small market. I mean, the girl plays in Iowa, Caitlin Clark. Most people couldn't even tell you what the capital of Iowa was. You know what I mean? The fact that the biggest star in women's basketball right now is a 6-foot white girl in Iowa in college. She's more popular than anybody that's in the WNBA right now. Her, Angel Reese, a lot of these girls in the women's college tournament have, the girls in South Carolina, like, they're killing it right now. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, the men's tournament is hurting, but just getting back on the topic, you know, Caitlin was offered $5 million to go play for the Big Three. In the conflict there, she's supposed to be going to the WNBA draft. They start in May. So I don't know how that would work. She's got to choose. And here's the conflict with her. Well, the girl's already made $3 million on college NIL deals. You know, Lexi Brown, I was just looking around, her net worth is $10 million. Caitlin Clark is already making more than what most like pro girls are making right now. I mean, that's some good bread she's bringing in, and compared to what these women are making that's actually playing pro. So you can see some animosity there why some pro and if they were going to go that route and say the pros are hating on the college girls, I could see how you could say that. But it's just a different era where they're actually getting paid. And as far as Ice Cube and they're trying to bring him and drag him down, I thought after the Brittany Griner situation, no one would want to go back over there. You think she's the only girl who smokes weed, who plays ball? But these girls have to go overseas because they don't get the endorsements that the men get, obviously, the sneaker deals. Look, how long did it take for them to get a WNBA 2K game? Now, do you know anyone who has ever had that game or played it? That's a good question. I've never seen anyone play it, but look, their sport is a whole nother thing compared to the NBA. They don't get the endorsements, the commercials, the car deals, this, that. So these girls have to go overseas to make extra money in the off season, outside of summer. And Ice Cube is offering an alternative. It's like, hey, instead of spending your summers over in Russia or in some dismal country or whatever in Europe, you could come and, stay here and get more money. Because what he's offering her from the Big Three is more than what the WNBA rookie contract is. I think they start off making 77 G's, and that's good money for the average. But when you already making millions in college, why would you settle for that? It would really be good for the Big Three, especially because, like I say, her reach, her star power, it could help legitimize the Big Three because the perception of the Big Three is it's just a bunch of washed up athletes from 20 years ago playing like rec city basketball at the Y. But hey, it draws basically the same amount of views that the WNBA draws. If you look at the numbers, it's really not that far off. And it's because even old star power is something compared to nothing. And it's not a knock on the girls that play in the WNBA that they can't play or they got skills. They're there for a reason. It's just no star power. There's no I never even heard of Lexi Brown until the other day. Never. And I'm sure if we played one-on-one, she would bust my ass, but I don't know you. We don't know who these people are. But the girls in college, it's a different era. And like I say, I hope she actually takes it. Take the $5 million, take the break. Go take a year off from WNBA. Don't skip a year. Go to Big Three and get that $5 million. Get the bag. And help legitimize the alternative that Ice Cube and them are providing down there. It would be something different. And people would have no choice but respecting the Big Three, because a lot of people don't respect what Cube and them are doing. They just think it's just, like I say, like some Harlem Globetrotters, Black League. That's how a lot of people look down on it. They don't cover it in the summertime, even when there's nothing to talk about. NBA's gone, baseball's dry, football is off season. They're not covering Big Three. Caitlyn comes down there, they'll have no choice. So I definitely understand the game plan, why Ice Cube and them did it. Because like I said, just look at her reach and how many people into her and how many people watch just because of some of these girls. Angel Reese is another one. You know what I mean? I offer her something too. She's a star. I think she's a little overrated, but she can't disagree with her star power. I mean, she blew up overnight. And you look at the men's college basketball, they have no stars right now. None. It's just about as bleak as anything. But, yeah, let me know what y'all think. Was Lexi Brown hating on Caitlin Clark and getting this bag? Or was she having a point? Let me know in the comments. I'm out.